Hi, in this video we're going to get into why recommendations are important on LinkedIn. Now you might want to ask yourself, why are recommendations important to add to your LinkedIn profile? And the simple reason why it matters is that recommendations allow whoever is looking at your profile to get external verification for anything you say about yourself on LinkedIn. Now this can be extremely important if you want to build the right impression, and if you want to say on your profile, my clients typically say that they enjoy working with me because, and then basically almost cut and paste what they have said about you further down in the recommendations. You might want to ask yourself, well, how do I get good recommendations? And the simple way to get good recommendations is to start by quite simply giving them. What I suggest you might want to do is write down a list of 5 to 10 people you might want to give recommendations to, and quite simply reach out to them and give them recommendations out of the blue, and then maybe a few days later ask for a recommendation in return. So to show you a couple of examples on how a good recommendation can look like, we're now going to get into a couple of case studies. So here we see recommendations given to Randy Pacer. Those who haven't spoken to Randy, I can tell her she's an extremely lovely lady who's probably the warmest, kindest person you can speak with in the writing world. She always has a smile and she really knows her stuff. So here, when you start looking at her recommendations, that really comes across. We here see that the first person, Connie Benjamin, writes, Randy is a world-renowned expert at what she does. She has a passion for helping you get your dreams onto paper and is skilled at helping you to write and publish a book. She cares so deeply for anyone who she works with and goes above and beyond in the highest level of service she can provide. If you are thinking about writing a book or thinking about publishing a book, do yourself a favor and talk to Randy first. Now this is a really good recommendation, and if you scroll down further you will see that there's a lot of other people who have gone out of their way to write really nice things about Randy, which from having spoken with her several times, she definitely deserves. Here we have the profile of Lynn Klippel. So here we see that Lynn has received a series of recommendations that basically backs up her credentials as a ghostwriter. I met Lynn through another contact here on LinkedIn, and being welcomed into her ghostwriting certification course was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Lynn's calming reassurance at every module, every call, and every skill slide helped me develop confidence in my abilities. You see here that she has actually written more than just one paragraph, and if the writing is specific and giving the impression that the person who writes this really wants the person reading to connect with Lynn, it can leave a really good impression. I don't want you to focus that much on the volume of recommendations as much as the quality, and the way to get good recommendations is to make sure that you provide a lot of good value to the people that you interact with in your life. Here we have the recommendations of Tracy. Now Tracy is a person who has a lot of energy, and she speaks at times like a machine gun. She is really a firing ball of positive energy. So here we see that Ray Anthony has written, Tracy is simply a rare transcendental person and consummate professional. The second I spoke with Tracy, her creativity, fun factor, warmth, competency, enthusiasm enveloped me. Without a doubt, she cares deeply about her clients and is totally committed to their success. I love her exclusive and innovative business model. She's the gem that I was fortunate enough to find and connect with on LinkedIn. I expect to use her services in a number of valuable areas in my business to give me even more of a decided competitive edge. I recommend her so very highly. So here you see a little bit of a really good recommendation that Ray here gave her. And if you look further down, you see that other people have given similar recommendations, really backing up her personality. So what I would suggest that you want to do when it comes to recommendations is try to give these type of recommendations. Try to ask yourself, who could I give a recommendation like this? And then start the ball of getting positive recommendations back. So in summary, recommendations matter because it allows whoever is looking at your profile to get outside verification on whatever it is that you are claiming about yourself. So if you claim to be an excellent writer, if you have recommendations that back that up, all of a sudden you come across as being much more credible. And a simple way for you to get recommendations is to reach out to people you know that you trust and you have good dealings with, and give them a recommendation. And then a few days later, ask for a recommendation in return. I hope you found that useful. I'll get back to you with more videos on how you can grow your business.